Hey guys, what's up? 24/7 Tech here, back with November 16th video. Today's a Thursday. Pretty bad weather outside here in the Northeast. How about you guys? So for today we have the iPhone 10 and the Samsung Galaxy S8 to compare. Now, both of these devices are basically the trendsetters for the early 2017, which is the S8, and the late 2017, which is the iPhone 10. If I were to buy a phone in the first half of 2017, it would be the Samsung Galaxy S8. If I were to buy a phone in the second half of 2017, okay, now, it would be iPhone 10. But these two come with a lot of similarities and a lot of differences. It's a lot to grasp in one gulp, so I'll try to explain everything in this video, so you guys can be more exposed to see what you're losing. Now, of course, the more latest one is the Note 8, but in my opinion, it's basically the S8 with just a dual lens system and some other junk, and it's really not that worth it. So these two are basically the phones you'll be comparing. S8, the Samsung Galaxy S8 is pretty beautiful, and so is the iPhone 10. Design-wise, both of these are amazing. S8 comes in a even bigger version called the S8 Plus, which has a 6.2-inch display, and it's for people who like big phones. And the S8 normal, okay, it's called the S8, and the iPhone 10 both come with a 5.8-inch display. Well, the iPhone 10 is surrounded by three sides of just green, and at the top, almost half of its green and a little notch at the top. S8 goes with the traditional bezels, but shrinks it as much as it can. Both of these devices look great. The iPhone 10 looks more futuristic than the S8. S8 looks just like a little bigger, less bezel-less version. So design, I'd say it's a tie here. Now, the cameras on the back of these are both amazing, legendary. The best cameras you can ever find on a smartphone. But the iPhone 10 takes the pick here because the S8 has the same camera as the S7 Edge, not much improved at all. No dual lens system, which is a little bad. No portrait mode, portrait lighting, all of those things Apple has. I'm not even gonna start. The front-facing cameras, iPhone 10 wins again. S8 has a 8-megapixel shooter, which is bigger and better than the S7 megapixel shooter. But all the portrait mode settings and portrait mode lighting, Animoji, everything, Face ID, it contributes to the factor, which is a better camera than the S8. Now, even the ExoMark shows this with the rating of 97 on the iPhone 10, and only the same as the S7 Edge and 88 as on the S8. Now, don't get me wrong, the same camera, if you used it a year and a half ago, would be the best on my reviews, but now it's a little slacking. iPhone 10, on the other hand, wow, it's just 1 point behind the Pixel 2, and at this point, I think you would be leaning towards the iPhone 10 camera-wise. Color options are a very big drawback for the iPhone 10, I'd say. Only a white and a black. I think that's to address production issues, so just two colors, white, black, just two lines to do it, and it's easier, faster, instead of like 17 million colors and everything. Samsung has 4 colors: blue coral, a orchid gray, midnight black, and arctic silver. My personal favorite is the coral blue, but that's a limited edition color. I mean, it's not a limited edition, I have to say. It's like a rare color to find. You can find it at Best Buy or somewhere. I think you could find it at Best Buy, yeah. So, pretty good. Now, we talked about design, we sort of went into the screen aspects. Now, how about the screen itself? Both of these are amazing displays, but over here, even after Samsung itself provides iPhone with the OLEDs they have. So basically it's Samsung versus Samsung, so in the screen category, so you know. Samsung has a way better pixel per inch display and everything for their S8, But the wide P3 color gamut is way better on the iPhone 10, and true tone display is pretty good. Like even on the LCD panel, it doesn't seem that bad. But in the brightness, the S8 you can see much more clearer. So I'd say the S8 wins this. It is Samsung versus Samsung because Samsung manufactures the iPhone 10's display, and whoa, are they charging them a lot. I think probably Samsung's going to be earning more than Apple is. Processor-wise, iPhone 10 wins this category easily. A11 Bionic chip is just the fastest of all phones. Apple's iOS is just very snappy and fast, and the Samsung Galaxy S8 doesn't even come close to it. There's no difference. I mean, there's a lot, but so basically the new feature for both of these, it's not that new for the S8. The Note 7 had it, but it blew up. So technically, it's the first Samsung phone to have it. If you don't consider the Note 7, iris scanning is okay, I'd say. It has to go right in your eye, so it takes a lot of time. And it's one way to unlock your phone. Another one's facial recognition, but Samsung itself says that it can be sometimes fooled by a picture. And you don't want that because the only reason you put a passcode or password or any type of unlocking system is to prevent people to get into your phone. Of course, this Samsung Galaxy S8 has a it's not a touch ID, a fingerprint scanner at the back of the phone next to the camera. Smudges, we are welcoming you, Samsung is saying right now. They're welcoming smudges to the camera. Okay. They were planned to do a in-screen fingerprint sensor, but that's probably not even going to come for the S9, probably the Note 9, they're saying. Or maybe the Note X if the Samsung Galaxy S lives up to its dreams. Apple basically went all out on first their screens, second their design and camera, and third Face ID. Now Face ID is pretty safe, I'd say, to unlock your phone. But of course you have to go up and do it, and Apple they literally killed the fingerprint scanner. And basically a passcode or Face ID is your unlocking system, and I'd say Face ID is like 2 to 3 times more longer to unlock than Touch ID. Touch ID was really nice. Like, it was the best fingerprint scanner I ever held. Like, I would hold a Samsung's. It's good, but it's not that great. Apple's just like snappy, quick. The second generation, even the first generation on the iPhone 6 is amazing. They took it off. That contributes to the no home button on the iPhone 10 and the S8. But the S8 has a home screen button, which basically does everything that the home button did. Of course, when you're watching YouTube videos, the whole screen gets covered up. Swipe up to get the home button, task menu sort of thing. iPhone 10 gestures, like, you have to learn a lot. If it was an iPhone, like, iPhones have always been quick to learn, you know what to do, you got it after you get it. It's not even a day's worth of work, you know what to do, you're all set. This iPhone, Apple wants you to learn stuff, and gestures are one of them. There's so many, there's like around 10 gestures, and they're all pretty useful and day-to-day need, I'd say. Like screenshotting, task menu, going home to the home button is just swiping up, so anyone who's worried about that, just swipe up and you're good. Now it's the battle of the AIs. Bixby, Siri, I'm not going to get into this. My preference is Bixby. Siri has been updated by iOS 11. It's not that great. iOS 11 looks really nice though, like, just throwing that in there. It's pretty good, pretty damn good. 1,000,000:1 ratio on the iPhone 10 is pretty good for the screen. Now, another thing I wanted to mention was waterproofing. Somehow Apple didn't want to step up to IP68, as this, they're still on IP67, just like Samsung was way back in 2014 when the iPhone 6 was released. Their Samsung Galaxy S5, early 2014, had waterproofing IP67, and the iPhone 10 has it around 4 years later. That's a little disturbing. IP68 for the S8 and S8 Plus. They've had that from the S7 before too. Samsung shows no signs of removing it. Headphone jack, not brought back on the iPhone 10, just like the USB Type-C ports on the MacBook Pro. They're not bringing back. Apple killed the device, killed the port. They're not bringing back. Wireless charging finally comes to the iPhone 10. The S8 and S8 Plus have had it since back in 2015 with their Samsung Galaxy S6. So Apple, you're late to the bench. IP68 on all of them, which is pretty good for a swim and if you want to take any pictures underwater, up till around 5 feet, while the IP67 is 3 feet, both for 30 minutes though. But for your normal splashes, I mean, you do not want to deliberately throw your phone down in the water just to see if it's waterproof. So for day-to-day splashes, it's going to be perfectly fine. And if you work with water a lot, like I don't know, if you're in the sink or washing the dishes, an occasional splash will not damage any of these devices, and it's proved to do that. Apple Pay and Samsung Pay powers the wallets on this, and Animoji is one very cool feature, but not very game-changing. But it's really nice, like a cat or a smiley face for that reason. Mapping out your face, the gestures it's moving in, and like your mouth and your expressions. It's pretty nice. It's pretty cool, and it's very accurate too. I've tested it. It's really nice. And it's only up to 20 seconds. You can't write a whole video like I'm doing right now with Animoji, of course, unless you make 20-second clips, which is really annoying. Record on. It's annoying. Now, pricing. Both of these come with 64 gigabytes of storage. Samsung has way more offers, and Black Friday it says up to 45% off on their website. I am not going to go through this. Explore it if you want. Just type up Samsung.com and you'll get it. It's literally on the homepage. Now, the iPhone 10 comes at $1,000. That's a little disturbing. While the S8, you could buy it somewhere else at like Best Buy or something for $400 right now. But I have to go by MSRP, which is $720, so $280. Really, the iPhone 10 is like $1,300 if you want it this day on like Craigslist or eBay. So basically $1,000 difference if you want both of these devices right now, today. So the S8 totally wins in price category, and I'd say the iPhone 10 is a revolutionary device, don't get me wrong on that. And if you have the money to spend on it, and you have the patience to wait for it, or you have the patience to wait in line, in one of those big lines, which take up around 5 parking lots in Walmart, yeah, go for the iPhone 10. But if you're the type of person who's like, I want a good phone, but I don't want to spend all my money on it, I think the S8's your choice. Black Friday's coming up. You could get this phone for around $400, $350, around $300 to $450 range. Wherever you go, Best Buy, Walmart, Target, $300 to $500 prepare to spend on the S8. That's pretty much it, actually, for the price of this. So definitely the S8 wins this comparison. Like I said before, the iPhone 10 is for people who are tech enthusiasts like me, and for people who really want the best of the best, and they don't care about pricing. If that's you, go ahead and buy the iPhone 10 if you're in a dilemma. But if you're the type of person who's like conscious of what they're spending in, but you just want but you want a good phone, let's say it might be your pick. Even the Note 8 for that matter is $930. It's not worth forking for. I say it's a really good phone for just day-to-day camera and everything. And you're not losing much with it. Like, I tried to tell people that a lot, and they don't understand it. Well, as I said for you guys, I try to sum up everything in this video. If I forgot some things, I don't want to make this video extremely long. It's already in around this video is already around 15 minutes long. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this comparison. A lot of people have been asking for me, so I've done it. Subscribe up there if you enjoy my videos, and like down below if you like this video in particular. and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video.